Warhammer from the car again. So big news in the realm of Custodes. I knew the reveals were coming, and I was kind of waiting whether I was going to start, playing them here in this upcoming tournament. Reveals look awesome, actually. I know what a lot of people are saying. Oh, they got female heads. Yeah, you don't have to put the female heads on, I guess. And I don't like the lore change. Yeah, that kind of sucks for the female nobles or whatever. But Custodes are still Custodes. They're badass and they're a cool army. I mean, one of the reasons I was like, well, the female Custode thing kind of sucks because, they got sisters, right? And it kind of takes away from sisters a little bit. Sisters of Silence maybe a little bit. But here, anyway, that doesn't matter. That's like politics. The army looks cool. The sculpts look cool. I actually think, I'm ordering that box to, add on, I guess, more guard or another warden squad. And I like them better. I know people might disagree. I've seen some, chatter about how they like the old ones or whatnot. But definitely the shield captain. I mean, we had Stumpy over here. He's got a decent profile for a shield captain. But now this one looks cool. If it has weapons options, that'd be awesome. Which makes me, if I get this one, then I might turn Stumpy into like an axe guy. So for Lions. But anyway, also Custodes, the grav tanks, which are plastic now, which is awesome. They're hard enough to deal with the resin and ordering them for a period of time. Plastic will be awesome. And then when I'm the dreadnoughts, I ordered a resin dreadnought from somewhere because couldn't find them for the longest time. I couldn't hardly put that thing together. Plastic will be sweet, and the sculpt looks badass too. And then my personal favorite unit, which I actually haven't played that much in my list now that you have Lions, is the Venatari. The Venatari sculpts look good. They look better than the resin. I mean, they're going to be more detailed. I call it the swashbuckler, the guy with the shield. That looks cool. I'm probably going to run some of those in my Venatari now too, because the 4 wounds. That could help. Because they are kind of fragile at times, but they are good at just getting in the places. Now, the other thing they brought up, so you got all those resculpts. Awesome. I like them. I'm going to buy them even though I got enough Custodes, but I'm going to probably use my proceeds from the RTTs I've won. And hopefully I do well in this next one coming up, because it's maxed out. They sold everything out, and now it's I just don't know what army to go as. I got Dark Angels, I got Ultra Ravens, and I've got Raven Guard. Ultra Ravens mean Ultramarines in Vanguard Spearhead, or I got Raven Guard or Custodes. I mean, I could do damage with Custodes. It's layout 8. I already know the layout on this on all 3 missions, so that's a whole nother deal. So looking at layout 8, trying to figure out whether you need to go because the lines aside or whatnot, you need a smaller unit, or it's good to have the the sneaky beakies. But I don't know where I was going with that. Buying Custodes. Oh, the other thing is they said, then we'll end this, that there might be rules updates, and what we all feared, and one of the reasons I was waiting, is that they were going to legends these dudes. Well, they said that in one of the articles that they're compatible with 40K, so you can take that for what it's worth. It sounds like none of these are going to be legends going forth. Custodes are going to have that access to those data sheets, and they need them. In fact, I mean, they have small amount of data sheets as it is. So we need those, especially the tanks. That Custodes grav tank is anchoring this army in a sense, or it has been throughout this edition. Through all the iterations, through all the updates of the game itself, the Custodes grav tank has held strong and held that army together. It's the one unit that's been tried and true throughout the whole edition. So we need that thing. And then of course, what else do you got that's on there? Venatari, I mean, you could say the bikes are their fast attack. Venatari fulfill this role. Sorry for all the chaos back here. Fulfill just a beautiful role in the army, and we can't lose them. All right, so it's good to hear that. That's the reason I'm going to order this stuff, is because we shouldn't be losing that, according to GW. Anyway, I don't know what to play though. So if you got thoughts on what I should play, like I said, I got Custodes. I can play them, and Lions because that's our shield host. But Lions more than likely because I got a Lions list. Raven Guard and Vanguard Spearhead because that's what I prefer. Ultramarines and Vanguard Spearhead. Oh, or Dark Angels and Wrath of the Rock. I can go either one of those. I'm just debating. I'm gonna have to hash it out with each one of these armies and see which one performs better on layout 8 and the missions that there is. So I'll probably be running a bunch of sim games and trying to figure it out because that's what I do. You know, kind of like practicing for chess. Only in Warhammer, the board changes constantly with different layouts, so you got to run iterations and figure out what's going on, and then having then from there having like we talked about, the military mindset, the roles for each of these units. People ask me, I mean, because I'm not running what is perceived as super optimal list, and it's because I'm looking for things that complement each other, things that fulfill a role. And so like I've said before, you got a main effort, you got supporting efforts, and you have a mission, right? So that's where we fill those slots. So I operate quasi off like a military op order, and then also playing chess a lot, understanding tradable pieces, understanding what that role that piece is, and not being afraid to lose to it, or being okay with making certain plays that I don't see a lot of 40K, or the guys I face don't do, and I just do them, understanding that what that is, I could lose that unit, but more than likely I'm getting in that guy's head by doing whatever I'm doing. And so far it's been good. Not that I can't say this, but I haven't lost a game in a pretty long time with whatever army I've been playing playing against guys. Number of guys, I played against the same guy once so far. Did twice out of like 4 different tournaments. Yeah, one guy, and then he almost got me with Necrons because with the Raven Guard, for some reason Necrons just they're toughy one for me to crack. I do fall into a trap here and there. I fell into that trap. I think I talked about before, that Cryptek, whatever, those little I don't know, Wraiths. The Wraith brick with Cave-In, Shrike, and the Vanguard Vets. I've done that in the beginning of this edition and got tore up. I did it again in this last RTT that I played, and he just got tied up. Luckily, they survived a long enough time where they just tied them up, but of course, he's out OCing me. He's still scoring. So I had to rescue them with some Terminators, but I mean, they got Cave-In. The whole squad got killed, and Cave-In did his thing and then died a heroic death, and Terminators came in and finished that off. But it was a misplay by me, understanding those capabilities of that unit. But so anyway, you got to be willing to take risk. And one of the channels that I used to watch, I haven't watched them all, but it's like you got to give your miniatures the chance to make to whatever, do incredible things, otherwise they never will. Something like that. Anyway, peace out.